Hey guys, it's Claire Akin, the Fiddle Leaf Fig Girl, and today I want to talk about a question I get all the time, which is, should I separate my fiddle leaf fig trees? And so this is kind of controversial, and I'm just going to go off the deep end here and give you my opinion, which, take it or leave it. If you want to separate your fiddle leaf fig trees, you can, but I really don't like to, and I don't understand why so many people want to separate their trees. I guess it would be an inexpensive way to get more trees, but what happens is people buy a fiddle leaf fig tree, and usually there's 3 actual different plants with different root balls in the container, and it gives you more of this kind of bushy look instead of just a single tree. And people think, maybe I should separate all 3 and put them in separate pots. The reason that I don't like to do this is it really does damage the root system of all 3 plants. And so it really sets you back. It could set you back, 6 months to a year in your new growth, because your plant goes through this shock and it stops growing and it's kind of trying to figure out what to do. I really like to just leave them together. I like the look of a bushier plant. That's just my personal preference. And there's some interesting science behind plants in general, and that plants grouped together are happier. So it increases the relative humidity of the plants, and there's actually some hormones that plants put out to protect their neighbors if they are the same genetic species. And I'll link to the study below. It's really interesting. So if plants are the same genetic species or they're related, they actually protect each other in a group. And then if a different plant comes in, they put out hormones to kind of block out and try to compete against that plant. So fiddle leaf figs grown in the United States are all genetically identical, and probably throughout the world, they're pretty much identical. So if you buy a fiddle leaf fig in the United States, it's genetically identical to a different plant that you'd buy even from a different store. So if you plant them together, they put out hormones that protect their own family or their own root systems. And if you separate that, you're kind of just making them less happy. You're disrupting the root system, you're kind of ruining the relative humidity that you get from grouping them together, and you're getting the look of a leggier plant, which personally I just don't like as much. I like kind of, the grouped together bushier plant. And so if your question is, should I separate my fiddle leaf fig trees, I would say no, leave them together. If you want a cheap way to get more plants, try propagation, and I will link to my propagation video, but you can just clip the end of your fiddle leaf fig, put it in water, and grow a brand new plant from that. So if your goal is to get another plant in an inexpensive way, I would try propagation instead of separating your plants. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.